show for you today. Great show. Today we'll be covering the heart-wrenching trial of a man, a colored man, subjected to racism in Macomb County, Alabama. He was accused of rape against a white girl. We'll be getting to the bottom of it. Our first guest today is the father of the victim and an eyewitness himself. Please welcome Bob Ewell. Come on out here, Bob Ewell. Now, Mr. Ewell, please recall for us the events that took place that night.
Well, I was over by those Negro cabins and I was cutting up some wood and I heard a scream, so I went running. I ran right into a fence and then I got back up and I ran to the window and then I saw that Negro rutting on my Mayella. And then I went in and I ran through the door and that Negro done run back through the back of the house and I tried to catch him, but then Mayella was screaming and fighting and she was on the floor and I had to go see her.
Did you ever call a doctor?
Oh, no, I didn't. There was no need to.
Why was there not a need to call a doctor?
Because the injuries were pretty obvious. I mean, she just had some bruises and some cuts and scrapes. It wasn't a big deal.
And you never called a doctor?
No.
So there was no doctor to confirm this crime?
Well, no, there wasn't. But I went and ran and got that sheriff, Tate, and he came and examined her.
That was a lot of running you did that night.
Well, yeah, can't you see how physically fit I am?
And what does Sheriff Tate do?
Well, he examined her and he saw that the right side of her body was pretty beat up and she had some bruising around her neck and right by her eye.
And was there any other sort of bruising?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Are you telling the truth, Mr. Ewell?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I am. I saw that. He was.
Commercial break!
This just in. Last night, a young girl in a ham costume and her brother, children of local defense attorney Atticus Finch, have been attacked by a drunken man. Luckily, the only injury to the children was a broken arm of the 12-year-old boy. The alleged attacker was found dead this morning. The police believe that he fell on his knife in his shrunken state. In other news, Mrs. Dubose, a dearly beloved member of our community, has recently passed away due to morphine addiction. We must admire her strength because she was trying to overcome it in the months before she died. Also, be on the lookout for rabid dogs. If you happen to see one, please call Sheriff Tate immediately. Tonight at 10, the agricultural musical of Macomb's Elementary, a success, and we spotlight Atticus Finch's new book, How to Be a Good Parent.
And now we're back with the trial of Tom Robinson versus the state of Alabama with our victim, Miss
That's
Ewell.
not my name.
Miss Mayella?
That's not my name.
So, Mayella, can you recall what happened on that evening?
Well, I was just sitting on our front porch, and Tom Robinson walked by, and I asked him to bust up Schiffer Road.
Have you asked him on your property before?
No. Maybe no. I did 3 times. No. No. Do you? You get a child. No. I
Continue on
haven't.
with what happened, please.
Oh, well, I asked him to bust up Schiffer Road, which is like a dresser with the drawers on the side, and I gave him a nickel. So then he went in there and busted up the Schiffer Road, and I want to go get the nickel. And then he was on me, and then he beat me, and
Yes, we understand. Wow. Now, how old are you, Miss Mayella?
19 and a half.
And how do you get along with your father?
He's nice when he's
Not drinking? Has your father ever hit you?
He's never touched a hair on my head.
Was there anyone else on the property?
No. I don't know. No, I think no. I don't know. It just happened to.
Did you fight back?
With all my strength.
yelling and
I was
hollering?
screaming and yelling. And it was...
Miss Mayella, what are you talking about? You come here with me.
Oh, sorry.
We're going.
Now, I'm interviewing the defendant, Mr. Tom Robinson.
Oprah, I watch the show all the time, and I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. Have a seat. Were you acquainted with Miss Mayella?
Well, one time, she asked me to bust up a chiffre for her, but that was way back last spring, near a year ago.
And did she ask you to do other jobs like these?
Well, yeah, near every day she had something for me to do.
And did she ever give you financial compensation for these jobs?
Well, no, I just did it because, well, I felt sorry for her because she had no way to help her.
What a kind man. Now, what do you recall happened on the evening of November 22nd?
Well, I was walking by, just like every day, and she said she had a job for me to do. And I said, well, it doesn't look like anything needs doing. So she said, oh, it's inside the house. So I went in there, and she said, a door needs fixing. But I looked, and nothing was wrong with it. And she said, oh, I need you to get a box down from on top of this chiffre, not the one I busted up, see, a different one. So I got up there, and while I said there was nothing up there. And then she grabbed me around the legs, and it startled me, so I jumped off the chair and knocked it over. But that was the only thing messed up in that room when I left. But anyway, she hugs me. Well, she
What did she do, Mr. Robinson?
she gave me a kiss on the cheek.
What happened next?
Well, Mr. Bob Buell, he seen us through the window, and he said something I can't repeat on your fine programming. And so I ran out of that room, and I was scared.
You ran not because you were guilty?
No, ma'am.
What happened to your arm, Mr. Robinson?
Well, when I was a little chillin', I got it stuck in a cotton gin, and I ain't had no use of it since. There's no way I could have beat Miss Mayella with this arm.
You've heard it right from the source, ladies and gentlemen. A poor, young colored man's word against a white man's. What will the jury of 12 white men decide? You'll find out next time on The Oprah Winfrey Show.
Tom Robinson was gonna get Mayella outside all day. Nobody called the doctor that night. I used my left hand, not my right.
Hey now, Mr. Gilbert, prosecuting the jury. I guess should have beat you so the time would flow. I see something nice. I wish that the jury had his eyes.
Hey, Mayella, I was on the front step. I asked you for 5 cents. I
tried to be in to help fix her door, but nothing was wrong, so I implored. You really need any help from me? She said, get that box down that I can't reach. I looked for the object she seeked, then she hugged me and kissed me on the cheek.
Hey now, Mr. Gilmer, across the street we can turn. Adverts should be too, so the talk could go free. Braces are really nice. I wish that the jury had been right. Braces are really nice. I wish that the jury had been right.
Testify!
Well, let's see. I was out in the woods. I was cutting up some wood. I was over yonder by those Negro cabins. I was cutting up some wood for some firewood. I done run. No,
Was there a sheriff at least?
Well, I done run and go got him.
I'm sorry, Miss Yule.
That's not my name.
Mayla. Was there anyone else around to witness the crime?
No.
Has your father ever noticed you?
He's never touched a hair on my head. A lot of hair.
Simply tragic. We need to have some sort of cut before Tom Robinson because we should not end with her and then just bring it on. Next, I'm interviewing the defendant, Mr. Tom Robinson. Say
A young girl in a ham costume and her a young girl in a ham costume. A young girl in a ham costume and her brother. I can't. A young girl in a ham costume and her brother. Children. A young girl in a ham costume and her. Also, be on the lookout for rabid dogs, as they have been known to cause rabies.